I'm actually going to make you guys talk to me too. So please talk to me and don't leave me here talking to myself. Okay, so first things first, when you guys were growing up, who remembers how everything seemed to be pink? A lot of focus on pink, yeah? Okay. When you started to get a little bit older, did you carry on wearing pink, or did it kind of dwindle a little? Dwindle a little? Yeah? Okay. So what I like to say is that as girls, we start off and we're immediately put into categories, right? There's certain things that girls do. There's certain things that girls wear. You know, girls play with dolls. Girls wear pink. Girls braid their hair. How about girls playing football? Anybody like playing sports? Yes, I like it. Okay. Anybody enjoy being outdoors as opposed to indoors? Okay, like it? How do people feel about shopping? Yeah? Okay, cool. Now, what I found is, in life, people make a lot of assumptions about you. Doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, okay? And whatever you do, they're gonna come at you with something. So you might as well give that something as you, right? Now, the reason why I say that is because people have something known as unconscious bias, right? I'm going to explain what that means to you. Basically, you see someone and you instantly make some kind of assumption about them, or you just think that that's how they're going to be. I'm going to give you an example. When I say builder, what comes to mind? Male or female?
Male.
Okay. When I say teacher, what comes to mind? Male or female?
Female.
Mm-hmm. When I say lawyer, what comes to mind? Okay, I like it. I have a couple of lawyer friends that we're really excited about that one. When I say professor, yeah. Now the reality is, I'm sure you guys know that anyone, as in either sex, could be any of those things, right? We know that, yeah? But your unconscious mind tells you that one is more aligned to one than the other, right? And that's based on what you see. So the other day someone was talking to me and said that, you know, they've got a female builder working on their house. Who's ever watched TV and seen a female builder? Ooh, okay. Are you, yeah? Okay. She said Bob the builder's friend is female. Okay? I like it. See, I'm asking that question, I'm getting a lot of notes everywhere else, so I like it. Okay. But the reality is most of us see men, right? Now, because of that, sometimes as, you know, as girls, as women, we start to think that there's things that we can't do. You know, there's certain limitations, and we think that we're supposed to act in a certain way. You know, we're supposed to wear dresses, we're supposed to wear heels. I'll be honest, I was thinking about wearing heels, but I didn't want to embarrass myself and fall down. But the reality is, you know, I'm wearing a dress. Heels would probably have gone better. I thought, no, you know, I don't feel like it, right? And I learned a while ago to grow into being my authentic self. So, my parents are from Nigeria, so I'm Nigerian heritage. Any Nigerians in the house? Okay. And the reality is, I have one thing that I do at home. So, my parents and my family and my friends call me Funke, and my English name is Katherine. And for a really long time, I felt like Funke and Katherine were two different people, right? I felt like the person that I came to as school as and as work as was Katherine, and the person at home was Funke. But I am both of those people, if I can say that. You know, Katherine and Funke are one person. So I didn't need to leave Funke, my heritage, the things that I was used to doing at home, right? We all have things that are different to us, that our parents want us to do. You know, your mum might want you to be something, your dad might want you to be something else, and that's okay. You know, you bring who you are. What I find is some of us get afraid to do this because we think we need to fit into a box, right? A couple of years ago, natural hair became a big thing, right? You know, people stepped away from, those who don't know, a lot of black girls are so used to chemically straightening their hair or having to wear weave. And then suddenly it became cool again. Can I say that it was cool? To have natural hair, it was a thing that people thought, okay, you know, I can be my authentic self, I can leave out my hair. The reality is, for a really long time, straightening your hair was supposed to make you look more corporate. I think more slick, just, there was something about it being unruly to have natural hair, right? Again, this mold of who I can and can't be. You can be straight hair, you can have short hair, you can have long hair. To be honest with you, I wear wigs, so sometimes I have short hair, sometimes I have long hair, sometimes I have curly hair, and I can do that all in the same day. Depends on how I feel. Right? Now, I say all this to say there is nothing wrong with being you. Right? There's something so amazing about being you, and when I realized that, I went on to do some amazing things. Yeah? So I'm not 30 yet, so I'm in my 20s. I'm married, and I lead a regional function for a global firm. Now, on paper, I look good, right? But every now and again, I'm like, who is that person? Right? I feel a little bit of, if I was looking at me and listening, I'd be thinking, really? What does she do? How did she get there? Who is she? Who does she think she is? She doesn't know anything yet. She hasn't been working for 10 years, right? I would say these things to myself. But the reality is, I am in the role, I do these things, and I just have to push myself. And even though I wouldn't do it the way someone else would, I wouldn't necessarily speak the way someone else would, I definitely don't look like everyone else that is around me, I just carry on, right? Somebody else was saying that they're grateful for the opportunity to travel. This year, I have been to Singapore, Canada, Bermuda, LA, San Francisco, New York, Chicago for work, right? On trips, delivering training on unconscious bias, right? Half of the places I just named to you, I have never been before in my life. I walk into the places and I think, ooh, here we go, right? I sit in chairs, I meet people, and people are looking at me thinking, what do you do? Where are you going? And I had the opportunity to create this training. So I said to my manager that I wanted us to do more work on diversity and inclusion. And she said, hey, what do you think we should do? And I said, I think we should build this training. But I don't want to do just any kind of training. I want to sit down in a group with people and I want to really talk to them. These things are uncomfortable. People don't really like being poked and prodded like I made you guys do. You guys were great, you participated. I don't always get that at work. So, I went to do these trainings and I went to lots of different countries and people have lots of different reactions around these type of things. But every time I went, I was me. I told my story regardless and people really appreciated that. You know, I was vulnerable about how I felt. When I was growing up, you know, my parents wanted me to go to a good school, so it was a private school. I can count the number of black people in the school. When I first got there, I think there was 2 of us. By the time I was leaving, I think there was 5 of us. But I didn't have anybody that looked like me. So what did that mean? How did I fit in? What was I supposed to do? How am I supposed to act? With some of the things that I was thinking and going through in my mind. The reality is, I was supposed to act exactly how I was, as me. Right? You all have things that make you special, that make you different. And that's why you're going to do well in life, because no one can be you. See what I'm saying? No one. You don't have to compete with someone because you're you. And that's the best thing about you. You can be anything you want to do anything you want to do. We talked about it already. You know, there's certain things that you assume that only females do. You already know that's not true. Right? Okay, so I feel like I've been talking a lot, so we're going to go back to me asking you guys some questions. Alright, someone tell me, right now, how you feeling? What do you want to do in life? Anyone? Go ahead, I know you want to.
Study history.
Okay. Study history? Okay, cool. Do you know where you want to study history?
Oxford or St. Andrews.
Good, I hope you get there. We'll check on it later. Anyone else?
Hello.
Sure.
I want to be, you see my issue is I want to be everything that I can be, that means anything, right?
Yeah.
So I want to go into fashion, I want to go into film, I want to go into politics, I want to do anything under the sun really. So wish me luck in that, right?
Yeah, good luck. What I want to say about that is, that's the best thing you can do. Nobody instantly knows that they want to do something, and I think there's something about that. So I went from applying to jobs when I was finishing uni to being the person doing the screening for everyone that was applying. So I went from being the graduate applying to being the person that was actually screening CVs and saying whether or not people could get into the job. Now, that was a huge shift, right? But the biggest part of that was I realized that I thought I needed to know everything, right? I thought I needed to know, like, how do you get the job if you're not 100% sure that you want to do it? Everyone else who's doing it knows exactly what they want to do and who they want to be, and I was wrong. We don't know. You don't know anything until you get in there. Even when you decide, okay, I'm going to be a lawyer. You could be a lawyer working at, what company can I think of? Allen & Overy, right? And you can find that you don't really like it. And then you can go to Slaughter and Maine, you can love it there, right? It's not as simple as being 100% sure. So if you want to be all those things, you can be all those things, and you should try to be all those things. So good luck.
Thank you.
All right. One more? Sure.
I want to be a mathematics professor.
Okay.
But I don't want to be just a basic teacher or like a professor. I want to be like one professor everyone wishes would teach them. I don't want to be that one who makes you stress about the exam. I want people to think, to be excited about my classes. And whenever I'm out of the classes, I want the students to come at me and tell me about their problems or what they are facing and stuff like that. Because in my school, you don't really get that. The professors don't really care about you or your problems. I'm not saying they should, but like, I wish I could be one.
I was just going to say, I wish I had a teacher like you when I was in school. Okay, I hope you guys are inspired by the fact that you can do anything. So, and I really mean that. I really believe that. It starts with you knowing what you want, right? You decide that, do you know what? Actually, I make the rules. I know you guys kind of don't make the rules yet because you're still young. But in terms of your life, and once you want to move on, you want to start going to university, you want to start building your career, you make the rules. So you decide, how am I going to level up, right? How am I going to come as my full self? What decisions am I going to make? And honestly, you guys, this is the best time to be doing stuff like that. Yeah, this is girl time at the moment. Okay, we're really making moves and doing things, and there's never been a better time. So I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for contributing.